Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to RFF Picks. Today, I have a 5-man EV positive prize pick slip, $50 to win $500 for NFL Week 4. Definitely been a while since I've come on here and made a video. Don't really have a lot of excuses for that one. Been a little bit busy, but I can definitely come on here and do videos more often. I have been posting a ton of our plays on our Winnable. I've stayed consistent on that. I just haven't really gone on here on YouTube, but just today I had a lot of time just to watch a lot of college football, kind of chill. Usually my weekends are a little bit more chaotic. This one I've been kind of at home. So after, I don't know for those that have watched that do watch college football, but the Alabama-Georgia game was absolutely crazy. So I guess I had a little bit more energy to come on here and say, hey, I'm going to come on here and make a video, whatnot. So for those who are now tuning in for the first time for RFF Picks, here is our Real Friends community. We have our Real Friends of Football. That is our main channel. 2 years ago, we started that. 2.5 years ago, we started that channel. Initially, that channel was supposed to be a gambling channel. We shifted the direction to just a general football. But me and Miles, the comrade that I do the videos with over there, we decided to start a RFF Picks channel, subset channel off of Real Friends in Football. So me and Miles, we have been very tuned into gambling. I've been gambling for 13 years of my life. Over the past 3 years, I've become a profitable gambler. Pretty much ever since COVID happened, I really dialed it in. I remember, more free time, work from home, all that kind of stuff. I had more opportunities to listen to podcasts, be at home, and kind of learn the strings of how to become a good gambler. And so I started, learning about Odds Jam, Alex Monahan, I think his name is, and just throughout the Twitter community. And I've been learning a lot. And so 13 years I've been gambling. Over the past 3 years, I've become a profitable gambler. And as you see below, that is a screenshot of my Action Network. I'm up 500 units over the past 3 years, 7% ROI, over 7,000 bets. I made a ton of bets. Over the last 3 weeks of NFL, I didn't get a screenshot of it, but I'm up I think I'm 40 and 28 or something like that. So I guess you could say I'm up $1,200 in NFL. So NFL have been doing really good. Today in college football, I'm going to have to admit I did not do good in college football, but we want to trust the system, right? What I do here is I do a lot of EV positive gambling. So what that is, think of going to a roulette table and them telling you, hey, I can give you black for 53% odds. Like this black is going to hit 53% of the time. And you go on there and you just keep hitting black over and over again. And so you want to eliminate it's just a math thing. A lot of the times when I'm betting, there's no thought behind it. It's just, I trust the math. There are all these sports books, 10 different sports books, and they're offering you lines that say the juice lines at minus 140, minus 140, minus 140. And then at this one sports book, you're getting at minus 110. So there's a big disparity between these. And so a lot of the times, like I said, it's like, I think of it as like a math thing, and blind, don't put my emotion into it at all. So I do a lot of that. The other thing I do, I kind of created myself, but I call it villain betting. Villain betting, what that is you want to be on the side of the sportsbook, right? So a lot of the times there are these big public teams like the Chiefs, stuff like that, where a lot of people are betting on the Chiefs. They're betting on Travis Kelce, anytime touchdowns. I bet you anything, if you were to fade Travis Kelce every single week, you have been profitable, right? Because he is not doing too hot. But you got to find a lot of these teams that a lot of the public is going to be on. The Bills are a prime example. They're a 3-0 team. Everyone's getting super excited about it. They're going to be some regression at the end of the day, right? So I do a lot of that. Another thing I do is a lot of correlated gambling, right? A lot of you on here that have seen the channel, you know that we do a lot of correlated betting here. So that's going to be, pairing up teammates, pairing up opponents. And what you want is the game to do a certain direction, right? So think of it as in NFL, right? If it's a high scoring game, there's a lot of touchdowns going on. Maybe tonight, for a prime example, Georgia versus Alabama. It was a crazy game at the end of the day. And I don't know what the final score was, maybe like 37-34. But even though it was rocky at the beginning for Georgia, Carson Beck he was airing it out in the second half to where he probably went over his total. Milroe probably went over his passing and rushing total, and the ball was flying all over the place. So I bet you at the end of the day, a lot of those guys were to go over. So if you pair them up and do a big sheet together or a prize pick slip together, I bet you a lot of them were to go over, and you probably were profitable in that. So here's our Winnable. What this is, the easy way to get our plays. This is this is why I have not been on the channel, not been on YouTube, is because I've been posting a lot of the plays on the Winnable, and it's so much easier for me to go on Winnable and just send the plays off. Like it's almost zero effort to do that. But when I come on here on YouTube, I have to make a slideshow and talk to you for X amount of time, and I do have a fun time doing it. It's a laziness factor at the end of the day. Kind of today I was like, hey, screw it, I'm gonna come on here and make a video. But Winnable, like I said, it's like a transaction to where I have the play. I have a lot of all these profitable plays that I can post, and so I go on there and I put the plays out for you. And I have a lot of friends that ask me for my plays as well, and I send them over to Winnable. It's just an easy platform to where it's not even like an ad. It actually is. I've been waiting for something like this for a very long time, to where if I have 10 different friends that are asking me for my plays, I say, hey, I'm not going to actually send this to you individually. I'm going to send you over to this platform, Winnable, to where when I post the play, you get the text of my play. So very easy to do that. I have like 10 to 15 friends that are signed up for Winnable already. But so yeah, you get a text or email of the play. The free plan is going to be $0. A lot of the boosts I'm going to put on there. I forgot to do the Caleb Williams boost on PrizePicks. I will post that. Free plan is going to be one play a day, the YouTube plays, that kind of stuff. Taco Tuesdays for PrizePicks, all that kind of good stuff. MVP plan is going to be every single one of our plays. All of the plays that I make personally, I'm going to put on the MVP plan. So I'm not going to be hiding any plays for you. All of my plays, all the profitable plays like this, all of these, I'm going to be posting on the MVP plan. If you want to sign up for that, type in code RFF. You get 1 free month on the MVP plan. Try it out. If you don't like it, you can get out of it. So finally, here's going to be the play. Like I said, a lot of these are EV positive plays, so there's not a lot. Even though I am a football fanatic, today I watched from 11 a.m. all the way to 11 p.m. Sundays. I do the exact same thing, and we have a YouTube channel, me and Miles, that we work diligently on, so we even put even more effort into watching football. A lot of the times we'll go back, watch the highlights, the all 22 videos. We're fanatics of football, right? But at the end of the day, what we're hoping for here, I could probably talk a little bit about each individual play, but what I'm trying to get to is that a lot of these plays we have an advantage on, right? So Jordan Mason, we're getting his line at 82.5. A lot of the sports books are pricing his line closer to 75, 74.5. So even though it's only 8 yards, 8 yards is a big differential to whether he can go over or under. I posted a lot of Counter-Strike plays earlier in the year, and we saw that it was a difference between 30.5, 28.5, and you'll see it middle a lot of the time. So we want to get advantages throughout every single one of our plays, right? So Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield, we're going to go under combination of pass yards. I kind of like these combos because sometimes that maybe the weather can be a deterring factor or the pace of the game can be different. So pairing up two quarterbacks that are together in a game to where this is, we've seen it to where the Bucs play really hard-nosed defense. The Eagles, they don't have a lot of their great receivers out there. Devontae Smith is going to be out, A.J. Brown. So it could be a run battle, right? And if that happens, both teams are running, we're going to go under the pass yards. We're going to go under Christian Kirk. He's a product of a trade destination because Jacksonville, this is a do or die for them. He hasn't really panned out very well this season on the Jags. Their offense just looks all of sorts, and they're going against Houston, who actually has a really good defense and in a divisional game. So we're going to go less here. DJ Moore, he's been Caleb Williams' #1 target. He's going against a depleted Rams team, and they're going to try to get him the ball a lot. Luke Musgrave, he's tight end 2 on Green Bay. We don't even know who's going to be their quarterback on that. I really like this. I don't think he's reached over 2 receptions throughout the entire season. I do like him in the long run, but right now he's just not getting a lot of play time. And like I said, Jordan Mason, 82.5, going against a very good New England defense. He had his surprise throughout that first game. The first game, no one had any tape on him. They didn't really know what the 49ers are going to do. They probably assumed that they were going to pass more in that week 1 game, but they handed it off to Jordan Mason. So we expect kind of a regression for that. I think the sportsbooks are kind of moving the line in that direction because of that. So, these plays, like I said, it's more of an EV, but when you kind of back up and look at it, I can see the direction of like why a lot of these plays are going in that way, right? Sportsbooks are kind of had his projection closer to 4, so getting it at 4.5 is really good. So that is going to be the play. Hopefully, I will do a better job about making videos on here. I will be posting plays throughout the day. I have nothing going on Sunday, so I might give y'all my straight bets as well. I'll post the straight bets that I have. They're going to be very, very disgusting, so get ready for them. There are about 5 lines that I like a lot in NFL, so that's going to be the play. Miss y'all. Hopefully, I'll do a little bit better about making these videos, and let's win.